I really hope when people see my work that they find it humorous. I mean, I think that's what I'm really going for. A lot of people do find it a little disturbing, and I know it's not for everyone, but mostly I'm trying to just make people laugh and, just see the lighter side of life, I guess. I was born in New Jersey, and when I was very young, we moved to Syracuse, New York. I grew up on an old farm. I swear the house was haunted. I've always been drawn to creepy, scary stories, Halloween, and horror movies, and that's what I like. And so when I started doing art, which I did at a very young age, and I always drew like creepy stuff. Like that's how it was. Some people just like creepy stuff, and that's me. I did go to college for fine arts, printmaking, but I took some time off and I wasn't really creating anything. I was making t-shirts, but it wasn't really fulfilling, so I decided to look into Etsy at the time, because that was like a new site you could sell on, and I was like, oh, I think I'll give it a try, and tried to like take things I liked, which is horror and then like cartoonish style, and put it all into something, and I came up with Mealy Monsters. This is my studio. Love my studio. The nice thing about this space is it's just mine. No one else is allowed to work in here. It has everything I like in here, and all the creepier stuff that I don't put in the normal house, I put down here in my studio. So I'm surrounded by what I love. I work in polymer clay. Polymer clay is a man-made oven bake clay. It's like a plastic once you cook it. You just cook it in your oven, and that's one of the reasons why I like it so much, is because I don't have to have a kiln like in traditional clay. And I use various tools. I have a very fine pointed, like almost like a needle, to make like the details. I do a lot of it by hand. You start with aluminum foil, and then you flatten your clay out really thin and wrap on top of that and build off of that. The Mealy Monsters have a distinct look about them. I did that on purpose. I wanted to make sure that no matter what I made, that you would be able to tell that it was a Mealy Monster. So they all have the big bulgy eyes, and they're like sort of grotesque, but kind of cute, and I wanted them to have a universal look no matter what I made. A lot of them have a backstory. For example, the laboratory monsters, they were invented in a lab by a mad scientist. He made his creations and numbered them. They all escaped and came to me, and I gave them shelter, and then I sold them. And the candy corn monsters are infestation monsters, and those are a series I do. And they started out they steal candy, so that's their problem. They just go around stealing candy, but now they just steal anything, so they kind of change with the holidays. I've been doing this for 11 years now, and I have a lot of monsters out in the world, which is really cool. I like that. I like that people have giant collections, people have just a few. Each one's hand sculpted. You have these individual pieces of art, and that's amazing, and I hope I can do this for a really long time.